Good morning, everybody. Got my coffee and my Contra Life shirt. How y'all doing? It's first morning. I have coffee with caffeine in it. I think for about a month now, I switched to tea. And then I didn't even have it in the mornings. I would just have water. And so, zero caffeine. My morning routine, kind of changing it up. I don't know. I didn't used to be like that. I used to be like, I need this, this, and this, and this in the morning, without ever actually having a routine. But now, I have a morning routine, but I'm still changing stuff up. Caffeine, water, the timing. A red Mustang wants attention on the other side of the back alley. If you're wondering, 6:10 in the morning. Midget. Anyway. Ooh, it's a Tesla. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, red Mustang, they like to sit in their driveway for a while. Anyway, whatever their job is. If you care to guess what red Mustang and white Tesla's job is, in the comment section, by all means. Who am I to stop you? Anyway. So, got my coffee. Let me tell you, I am up. I used to, I want to see how it's like to maybe drink coffee all day. I don't know. I used to be able to drink coffee like in the evening. And, watch out, Midget. Been just as good morning. That's not the red Mustang. I don't know what car that is. Other than a loud one. Anyway. So I used to be able to drink coffee like in the evening right before I go to bed. And then not hinder my sleeping schedule pattern. Will to sleep. But so we'll see how that goes. We'll see if that pause of caffeine from coffee affects anything. Anyway, how y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. Me and Tracy saw that movie, The Exorcist. After they went to the store and then went and got Whataburger. Then we got an icy. It was a small icy. Tracy, you only want the small? You don't want the large icy where you can refill it? No. Okay. But anyway, if you want to see, it's my opinion, my review on the movie is it's scary. There's some scary movies out there where you're like, yeah, it's kind of scary, it's kind of stuff. But it's like a 2-hour movie. It brings in the original Exorcist, which Tracy and I watched together, I think maybe this summer. It's either this summer or maybe last spooky Halloween season, 2022. So we saw it, I think it was 1970 or something like that. And it was like, anyway, I guess you can do research on the original film. It was like the first movie like that. But anyway, my thoughts on that new Exorcist movie is it's a scary movie. You know, It's got all the elements of the scary movie. I didn't think anything was overdone. As far as plot line and all that goes. Except for some reason now, I didn't used to be, but like, because there's been like exorcist movies and films and, you know, a genre of horror, I guess you could say. And for some reason now, I'm just kind of like hyper aware. I'm like, you know, I wonder if people are offended because, of course, it has the church and stuff like that in it. But I never really was like hyper aware of that until, you know, yesterday. I don't know why. So if you like scary movies, I'd recommend it. You got the time and the money. I thought it was, you know, a good scary movie. But as far as like if you're offended by like, you know, stuff from the church and stuff being like used like that, then I would not recommend it, of course. But I never really thought about that until, you know, now. But anyway, just wanted to let y'all know my review of that movie without giving anything away. None of the elements were overdone, but it was scary. And of course it has children. You know, that's something I've always been kind of hyper aware, especially with scary movies. So, but again, the original film, that's how that was. So there's no surprise there. Again, but you know, just want to put those two. Look, there's like religious stuff, and of course, it's like with two kids. So that's my review on that movie. Anyway, I don't know if y'all noticed I'm just there. Anyway, so I hope everybody's doing good. What can we talk about politics today? What sort of political discussions should we have today? Banjo. You know, I told y'all about I want to research that 1994 Treaty of the Dead Sea. I have it on my one of my internet tabs on my phone, but I have not researched it yet. So, unfortunately, I don't have anything new for you there. But anyway, I guess there's a lot going on in the world as far as political discussion on foreign and domestic affairs. And I guess also the presidential campaign climate environment. Sometimes I think it can be very depressing. It seems like things are going backwards sometimes, right? Hear about all the progress in society, and I guess there are moments where instead of feeling like there's progression, there's regression at a global scale, which of course affects the individual. Somebody got a new car. Saw that yesterday. Anyway, it's about time. She had a bit of an older car. Anyway, banjo, let's go banjo. However, I stay firm in the belief that basically good will beat out evil, and the hard work, discipline, and determination of the intelligence, of the goodness of humanity. I hope I said that right. Will beat out the cowards and the frauds. And unfortunately, there's still like racism and hate in our society. So I guess I'm just saying, just to roundabout is let's go, Benji. Is that I think there's a lot of smart people out there who know what they're doing, and that sometimes I guess what seems like is a bad situation is sometimes where's Banjo? Is sometimes what happens is maybe not the worst that could happen. That's what I say to that. I mean, I can't read what y'all are saying on the internet. All that I have trending on my Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter, I've noticed in the paper that that's how Twitter is ever referred to as. I spilled my coffee. Always happens. But anyway, that's how Twitter is always referred to. X, formerly known as Twitter. They don't say so-and-so said on X. Where's Benji? Anyway, So anything I ever get trending on Twitter is literally sports. I joined Twitter in 2019, I think. I think that's what it says. And sorry about the lighting. I joined Twitter in 2019, and I never saw, I didn't really go to the trending section too much, I don't think, but I never really saw people tweeting about sports. So that's new. The tweets are never that much. There's always 10,000 tweets is probably the most about each little category. As far as adding it all up, I don't know, probably not even 1 million. But anyway, so we got a lot going on. A lot of destruction and stuff like that. And like I said, the progression and regression. And of course the media, right? I don't want to blame, all the media and stuff like that, but it would be great if everybody, you get to a position and sometimes you have certain obligations, right? Maybe they're spoken, maybe unspoken, and maybe hopefully that'll be a discussion, but sometimes you get in certain places, whether it's career or whatever, and you can't say what you want to say. So I think that's unfortunate. But you have to work with what you have. And I'm always impressed by that. When I see that in people, for some reason, people can't say what they want to say. And they keep going. And they work with what they got, and I don't know. I guess I could get specific about it. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that, it seems it's 2023, the end of 2023. We should have progressed. People think that maybe our society should be different, especially with all this destruction and all this, I guess, war going on. And people not being able to say what they want to say. I'm able to say what I want to say, as far as I can see. Because I don't see any. Has anybody had a problem with what I said legally? Because I'm certainly not aware. They've never brought that to my attention. If you had to guess, if you didn't know, if I didn't already say that. Unfortunately, I'm in this bubble, right? And then, of course, I always bring it back to me, but I'm always impressed when, it's one thing to learn things and then have a perfect environment in order to do your work. But it's quite another to learn things and then not have the perfect environment to do your work. And I guess it affects a lot of people. But of course, corruption, is very, very old. And I don't know, I guess I'm not having a good political conversation today. I don't want to be like telling people like, what to do. But, I guess to finish that thought is I'm impressed with certain people in positions of authority who have to work in not ideal conditions, and of course the people that support them too. You have to, for some people, and let me know if this applies to you. For some people, it's you have to go and work, and you're not allowed to say the things that you want to say, but you still manage to get your point across, or the results that you wanted. Because there are people out there who, say you can't say this, you can't say that, with whatever power and authority they have. But anyway, I try not to be insensitive about things, and I'm assuming hopefully people realize that because they've seen my life experience. So I try not to be insensitive about things, but I think of course, not given facts and a confused environment for the public is always something that's helpful for the people who are not smart and don't have good intentions. I hope that sounded okay. I was thinking about it before I made this video. I said, I'm going to say this and this and this. And when I'm talking to y'all like this, I'm like, I can't really remember exactly how I wanted to say stuff. So, I think it's, so I hope it turned out okay. I didn't have the delivery like I wanted to. But hopefully it was enough to open up some discussions so y'all can talk amongst yourselves. Which is okay by me, of course. Why not, right? But anyway, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I got my coffee. I guess it's not doing too well for me, huh? Anyway. I just wanted to say there's a lot going on, and obviously, I think people are just kind of shocked and stuff. but maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to say that, oh yeah, that I trust my husband, and that's that. Um, so, and as far as all that goes, we're conservative, if you're wondering. It's me and him, and that's it. Okay? If that's something that's been a question, we're very conservative about that. And what I do think is a bad move. Oh my gosh, I know. I'm losing my mind. And what I do think is a bad move is former presidential candidate and representative of Hawaii's 1st District all of a sudden supporting Trump. I saw that on X, formerly known as Twitter, yesterday. Or was it the day before? So, oh my God, that's the move they're gonna make. Why are they doing that? That management is savagery. Can you believe that? So that's a really bad move for you to make. I don't know what's going on. Where they thought that was a good decision. Other than they're following the general public. I say they. Obviously, whoever's working on that. So, oh my gosh, this entire time. Oh, you have to run third party. Run for president. Campaign. Get those campaign funds. Run for president as a veteran. Worried about the military. And be against 45. 2016, 2020. So that's going to be the worst possible outcome if 45 is in the president. You got to clean the White House, sterilize the White House. I mean, in the chemistry sense, you got to clean it. That's what they said, right? That's what was going on in 2020. And then all of a sudden, here we are in 2023. I think it's a good idea to be like, oh my gosh, on Trump's side, on 45's side. If that isn't the most clown move, I don't know what is. I mean, I hope y'all can understand what I'm trying to get at. I'm not speaking too well today. Today's one of those videos where it's like, you know what? It really didn't land very well, but here we are. But anyway, Fox News. I remember when it was so taboo to be like Republican, and then it was so taboo to be like, oh, you're a Democrat and you're gonna listen to what a Republican says. Oh, and then you might vote for that Republican. You want to know why I remember? Because it was in 2019, 2020. And all of a sudden, It's super trendy. And that's what Hawaii's former presidential candidate, former representative of Hawaii's 1st District, and veteran. It was just one of those, it's a bad move, especially if there's planned opposition there. And planned opposition, because what I've seen a lot is, to put it simply, someone starts a fight and then says that they're in public, says that they're not on the side that started the fight. To put it simply and plainly like that. So, I was shocked. It was a mix of emotions. I was like, are you kidding me? Everybody's so... I think it's disrespectful, okay? For a lot of ways that I've mentioned. I mean, you get into politics and there's a lot of disrespect. Oh my gosh. But anyway, I was shocked about that. And then I was like, you know what? That's like literally one of the worst moves they could make. PR, including their PR consulting team. So what is going on where they think that's the best move? I can't believe it. That's what they're gonna do. So, and you're gonna stay clear of MTG and Bobert and Gates. That's what you're gonna do? Why? Anyway, so this is kind of a long drawn out video. I feel like it was a bit scattered, but I don't know. Basically, as far as politics goes, and again, a lot of racism, as with their southern border. I happen to think drugs can be from anywhere. Aren't a lot of like Hollywood films filmed in Canada? And no offense or anything, but the Hollywood is just kind of associated with that kind of lifestyle. I mean, I'm just being stereotypical. I don't want to say lifestyle, but just, that's part of the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, right? Just my imagination. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. So there's that. So they film a lot in Canada and stuff like that. So as far as all that goes, drugs can come in from anywhere. As far as there being, a wall and stuff like that, it was supposed to be, I think it's a good idea. I think my 45 is completely correct, 100% correct in saying, what's tried and true is a wall and stuff like that, a physical barrier. And in fact, there's an article in the Metro section. It's a really good article. I'm just going to show y'all. But anyway, so I think he's completely correct about that. And of course, he says in his speeches a lot about how he got like Mexican soldiers training at the border wall. Okay, so it's not in the metro section. And again, what happens is, there's a process, if there are people who want to come here and because they see no other option to better their circumstances or whatever, there's immigration lawyers and stuff like that. I think all these people that are lined up all along the wall, I say, how that happened? That certainly makes the wall look silly, doesn't it? This is a good article. Can you see? And the San Antonio Express News, page 822. Anyway, it certainly makes the wall look silly, doesn't it? And there's certainly a hopefully there's enough resources for like immigration attorneys and all the people whose job that is to do that. Hopefully they're not flooded with all that stuff. I mean, even in the faith section it talks about green cards. I thought I kept the faith section. I guess I didn't. I guess I recycled it. Yeah, even in the faith section, it talks about religious leaders having green cards and stuff like that. But anyway, there's a lot about immigration going on. And it's not just the Mexico-United States border. It's like all over the world. There's a lot of, I guess, migrants. Is that the word? People who leave their home country and then go to a different country to live. I guess it's a migrant. I don't know. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna run out of video space. I guess my point to that is you've got Ukraine, which I don't think anybody is like, let's send more money to Ukraine, except maybe for people in Congress. Even if they say they're not. Imagine that.